not class, cast. Glad to see each one of you here. Tonight, we're going to have LaRonda sing one of Omi's songs that she wrote in times past. And so here, I'm going to turn it over to LaRonda.
Hey, turn on our light.
I always forget the
I
lights.
know, he always forgets our light.
I like being in the dark, okay?
This song, it comes from June the 14th, 1994, and it's called The Hem of His Garment. There was a woman who had suffered many long years, spent all that she had. She cried many tears. Then she heard that Jesus would soon be passing by. Oh, I just need to touch his garment, she cried. If I could only touch the hem of his garment, then I know that I'd be made whole. Oh, yes, I want to touch the hem of his garment, then I will be made whole. I'm gonna change the key a little bit because it's a little low. She touched his garment as he came by. She was healed and she cried. Then he said, "Oh, who touched my clothes?" The woman fell at his feet. With fear and trembling began to weep. "Oh, go in peace," he said, "thy faith has made thee whole." Well, do you need to be made whole like this one in days of old? We have the same Jesus today. Oh, have you heard he's coming soon? It may be morning, night, or noon. Will you be ready to touch his garment on that day? I got that too high. If I could only touch the hem of his garment, then I know that I'd be made whole. Oh, yes, I want to touch the hem of his garment, then I will be made whole. Now that was sung in three different. Yes, that's right, Annabelle. Three different
Keys.
Sorry about that. And here is looks like Chad has drawn fish and something on the back of this when he was little. This was in 1994.
All right. I've heard that song quite a few times.
Yeah.
What did we I thought we were singing ones you hadn't sung before. Or do you
No.
Whenever you sing it, you don't sing all the verses?
It was all the verses, 3 verses and chorus.
I know, but whenever I've heard it before, have I heard the whole song before? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So tonight, I already forgot what the topic was. Something about love.
To love or be loved.
To love or not to be loved.
To love.
That's the question.
To love and to be loved.
Is that Romeo and Juliet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Plato?
I don't know. No, it's no. It was just a topic I was thinking about because a really good friend of mine is going through the start of a divorce.
Oh.
Yeah. And so I was just thinking, to be loved is a wonderful thing.
Mm-hmm.
There's no love like the Father's love. The Father, our Heavenly Father, Father in heaven. There's no love like his love. But, you know, he gives us a love of a spouse. Father in heaven. And He gives us the love of a spouse. And the Bible tells us, like a man, that he needs to love his wife like Jesus loves the church. Now that's a lot of love right there. I always joke with everybody and go, I love you so much. I love you like a Coke from McDonald's. That's a lot of love right there. But no, I was just thinking of to love and to be loved. What does that mean to people? What does that mean in a marriage situation? What does that mean if you're single and looking for it? This is a way to a better marriage cast. But we know that some of you all are looking for biblical things on when you do get married, what to expect biblically, from a man from a woman from a man. And so I don't know. What's your thoughts on that?
The love from a man to a woman?
And vice versa. And what the Bible says about it.
Not sure I understand the question.
Okay. Okay, you love me. I know you do. But what does the Bible tell you the way you're supposed to love me?
Oh.
Oh! Light bulb.
As if you're my own flesh.
Yeah. Yeah. And it says that, you're to love your wife like Jesus loves the church. Mm-hmm. He gave his life for the church. And the thing about it is with Tony, I know that if somebody was coming after me or were going to shoot me, I know that he would protect me.
I always thought this was funny. One of my first sponsors, he would he'd always say that he'd be willing to lay down his life for his wife, but they'd argue over which way the toilet paper should roll.
Over, of course.
Over or under? I'm an under.
I'm an over. Over.
So we don't agree. We don't agree with that either.
What, Annabelle?
It's so much easier to just yank and tear it whenever it's going under.
But when it's
if it's going over, you go woo, and the whole roll goes out on the floor.
Not if you pull down, hold, and
that takes two hands.
No, it's okay. It's a two-handed thing. I don't know. Annabelle, I think, is wanting to go OUT. So.
No, she wants to be seen.
She wants to be seen. There she is. Oh, my goodness. Yes, Katie, come here.
She has.
And Katie has to be seen, too.
We let her on camera once, and now she wants.
She thinks she's a movie star. Her thinks her's a movie star. Yeah. They think they're movie. Yes. That's what I told them. You thought you were a movie star. But anyway, no, I was just thinking, Katie will not get down out of my lap. She fights to stay. Go on, girls. Go on. Get out of here. Go on.
Don't unplug me.
Don't unplug the computer, Annabelle. And if you hear tapping, she does like this with her tail against the desk. But yeah, to love and to be loved, and it's a sad thing when you love someone and the love is not reciprocated. Uh-huh. So what do you do about that?
I don't know. What do you do about that?
I'm asking you. You can't turn around and ask me. Yeah.
Well,
what do you do?
You're the one that doesn't get your love reciprocated.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. No, I'm more of a lovey. I love you. Tony's more of a person that shows you. So, he's not much of saying.
I'm like, why tell you whenever that you can? I'm like, did I not show you?
Did I not show you? Do you not know I love you?
Uh-huh.
My Papa Burns told my mama, she said, I love you, Cecil. And he told her that he loved her once, and if he ever changed his mind, he would let her know. I think that was a joke. Papa he was a sweetheart.
But I think it's more important to show your love for somebody than to tell them that
Yeah.
you love them.
Oh, my cousin Terry always says, words are cheap. Yeah, actions are better. I agree with me. She tells
I'm
me
like with James was show me your by your actions,
yeah,
not by your words.
No, and Terry used to say that, but I mean, she tells me she loves me all the time. So that's just a funny. Me and Tony have lots and lots of
Fun.
I mean, we really
We laugh
do.
at everything.
Everything is funny.
I don't know if we could. That might be a problem. We need to be serious sometime, but we've went through a lot of things that we needed to be serious about, though.
We have.
I mean, we both lost our fathers.
We did. We both lost our dads 2 years apart. They were so precious and so sweet, and we miss them so much. They were such helpers to us, weren't they? And just loved us. Talk about love and be loved.
And then Tim has come and gone.
Tim is coming on. We miss you, Tim.
Yeah, he's watching on his way back from Louisville.
We miss you.
Have safe journeys.
Safe journey.
I don't. I guess they went to. It says a FC game.
Oh,
I guess that's a soccer game.
Soccer game. Yeah.
FC game.
Yeah.
Watch.
We love our children.
They got tickets for Luke because Luke loves soccer.
Oh, he loves soccer. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and we heard from Heather and Jesus today.
Yes.
We love you guys.
Love you, Jesus.
I love you, Jesus and Heather.
Heather, welcome to the family, Jesus.
Yes.
Even though you're already family.
You're family already.
You've been around long enough, you're family.
He just made it official.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's all.
They were already married.
They were married in God's eyes, and they just went to the courthouse and made it by the state. So.
Right.
And
they were. It wasn't that they were living together or anything like that. They've just been dating for
3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
3 years.
Yeah,
so
that's a long time.
Way to go, guys! We're so proud of you. And then my son Chad and his wife Becca has only been married since December, so our family has grown.
Yeah.
A lot. And
well, with Becca, we picked up
3 new girls.
3 green.
We got 3 green girls.
And
no, we got 4.
My grays started to appear until Peter was born. I wasn't a grandfather, but I could claim to be young. But
no, you got Luke and Peter. They'll get you old.
Yeah.
So our family has really grown in the last year. It's we've got new babies, we got new granddaughters, and we're proud of all you all. And to love and be loved, and that is part of marriage. And a better way to marriage is, trying to have, wonderful times with our kids. We had a big family reunion Saturday on my side, on the Burnses, and we just had the best time. Some of us had not been together in 20 years. And it was such a blessing. We went to Natural Bridge and we just, let's see, football club, soccer.
Okay.
Our kids just sent us a picture of them.
Brittany sent a picture of Brittany and Tim.
Hey,
at
guys.
the soccer game. They were at the Louisville City Football Club soccer. Laugh loud.
Woohoo! Woohoo! But anyway, family. So we've got family, extended family. We've got family by marriage that we feel like is Annabelle.
You want to go potty?
Look at her.
I know you want to go potty.
Yeah.
You'll have to wait until after the podcast.
After the podcast.
We'll let you go potty then.
She's just grinning. She's saying, please.
So I don't think I answered your question. What do you do if your love is not reciprocated?
Yeah.
Well, I think you just keep loving. You don't let your love diminish.
No.
Because if you do that, that's just going to be 2 people not showing love.
Right.
We're to love the unlovable.
We are.
So that might be the bad thing, is you might be in a marriage where God is having you to love the unlovable.
Oh, that's my key. only kidding, only kidding.
But
No,
some
true.
people are not able to
They,
show love
that's
to
true.
people, right?
Right.
We've
Yeah.
ran into quite a few of those.
We have ran into quite a few people. They want to love, they
Right.
just don't know how. You
Right.
know? I mean, really, truly, they don't know how to love.
Yeah, they're incapable of
They're
love.
incapable of love. And you say, everybody can love. No. No, it's just not in their personality. I mean, they don't want, like, there was this really nice lady that worked with me in one of the beauty shops I worked in, and we got to know each other.
I guess it's because, well, I mean, there's several reasons. I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell your story
Well,
about the beauty
no,
shop.
and I
I'll
knew her
hold on to it.
from a long time, and so one day, I mean, I just wanted to hug her, and she was like, back away. She did not show love like that, and she was a sweetheart, but she just did. It was almost like an offense, like I offended her. And I said, I am so sorry. I said, I'm just a hugger, because I am. You know, I'm a hugger. I touch people when I'm sitting by them, and it's just who I am. But that's not who she was. So you have to give people their space to be who they are, you know, and
Well, that's a different thing. She's not a hugger,
wasn't a
but
hugger.
really, people who are narcissists or addicts, they're not. They love themselves or their addiction and aren't able to love anything else.
Yeah.
There are people who are incapable because of reciprocating love that way
Right.
too. I mean, we all have this need to be loved.
Yes.
And that's what marriage is based upon, a need to be loved. But some people are married to people that aren't capable of giving
Yeah.
them meet their needs, meet
That's true.
their need to be loved.
That's true. And like I said, well, you know, you've heard people go, well, they just didn't know how to love me. You know, they did not know how to love. You know, like
That's usually the person we're talking about, the narcissist and the,
yeah. No,
and
I
the
mean,
addict, because
and
they're like,
I
it
have
takes a special person to love me. You'll see those posts on Facebook. That,
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only a special guy can love me.
Yes. Because I'm mean.
Yeah, he has to be. He has to not. He has to be so callous that he doesn't care
What I do.
that you don't love him.
If I throw his clothes out and squirt gas and burn them.
No examples that could be identifying marks.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I will hurt you in a major way. I will hurt you in a major way. No, we no, we're actually talking about to love and be loved, and
Okay.
so
you were asking me, what do you do if your love isn't reciprocated?
if it's
So that's how I got onto this. I'm
yes,
sorry.
I know. No, I mean that's true.
I didn't think I got off subject.
You did not.
Okay.
There was no off subject. I was just bringing myself back in, and all different ways of to love and be loved. You know, in like I said, in your marriage, in friendships. You know, have you ever been friends with somebody and you love that person from the bottom of your heart, and and really they would do anything for you, but they don't know how to show love. You know, so it's some people would say, well, that's a hard friend to have, to love them. But what I always went
Well,
through,
we've talked quite a bit about
We
the
have.
opposite of toxic relationships, where
Right.
they are. It's all.
Yep.
It's the sucking sound.
A vacuum
that,
cleaner.
Crow used to talk about. There's this big sucking sound down south.
Yeah,
But,
exactly.
That's the way a lot of people are. Is it's all take and
Yeah.
no give.
I mean, you know,
So-
we've talked to people, that can't be happy for someone if they have happiness,
Right.
because
They
it's not about them.
because a healthy relationship, they encourage them in
That's
the
right.
things that they are doing.
Yes,
It's
you've
being
got to
generous.
have healthy.
Like you encourage me to do these podcasts. You encourage me to sing, even though the rest of the world's probably like, Tony, why in the world are you
Your
doing
sister said you. Your
it?
sister said you had a beautiful voice. Sissy, he's got a beautiful voice, doesn't he? Yes, he does. And if you knew my songs well enough, his bass voice, it reminds me so much of my dad's. And I would know. I wouldn't. I'm not one of those people go, oh yeah, you're a good singer, and then you go somewhere and embarrass yourself. No, I
Right.
won't. I won't do
And
that.
that's a good friend too, is that they tell you the truth rather
Yeah.
than building you up to uh, for you to fall.
Yeah, you want to take a friend if you're going to go swimming suit shopping. You want to take somebody who's very honest. No, don't buy that one. Definitely not that. Not
So
definitely not that.
Becca's youngest daughter is probably is
Aubrey is a good swimsuit.
is your best friend.
I'm taking her with me. I'm taking Aubrey with me when I swimsuit shop.
That's what my friend Bill always said is that, but I never could be that honest with him.
No, I mean,
I cannot hurt even if you're my best friend. I still can't hurt your feelings.
right? No, I mean, I would want somebody to say that looks really nice on you, or oh no, don't go out.
I probably could go yay or nay.
Yeah, you might,
But not tell you you look fat in that. No.
Yeah, no, you would never. No.
Where's my
Gauge?
No, my that bar that they stick, that commercial where they stick a candy bar in their mouth so that they can.
Oh yeah. That's funny. Bop, bop, bop.
Obviously, it takes you forever. It's a Milky Way, I think.
Yeah, Mickey Way or a Snicker.
It's a Snickers.
A Snickers. It's got peanuts in it.
Peanuts and caramel.
Yeah, it's
the
got
caramel lasts forever, and you can't talk. Anyway, so,
exactly. But that's what I was on my mind because I've had so many people, like I said, going through a divorce, going through a hard time with friendship or different things, and I was thinking, the podcast tonight is on a better way to marriage cast. And, if you're loved, you want to be loved, but always remember you can't make someone love you. All you can do is just love them.
Love me.
Love me. No! You can't make me! No,
you wouldn't want that love if you could make somebody love you.
If you can make somebody love you, you want them to love you because they love you.
That's what movies are made of.
That's true. Hallmark.
Yeah, this mafia guy kidnaps somebody and makes her love him or
love
something.
Me. Yeah, love me.
After years, she finally falls in love with him.
And he's really nice to her after that.
Like the Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, Beauty and the Beast is perfect for that.
As an example of somebody being kidnapped and then
and then falling in love with him. She ended up actually her love changed him. Even though we say it can't, he had never felt nobody love him like that before.
It's a grim fairy tale.
It is. This is true.
It always ends.
In happiness.
They lived happily ever after.
This is true.
Unfortunately, that doesn't happen in real life.
No, it sometimes happens.
We may seem like we're happy forever after, and we probably are, but
yeah, we are. We are.
But it's still a fairy tale.
Yeah, it is. But I just don't want you to give up hope. It may be even a parent, or it may be a friend, or it may be a co-worker at work that you have to sit next to, for 12 hours. And so, but I do know this. God has gave me this word for my life. You have to have mercy and grace with people. God gives us mercy and grace. That doesn't mean you let somebody run over you. That just means let's give them mercy and grace and maybe find a way of touching their heart with God just by your actions, by being kind when somebody is not kind to you, but yet you're still kind to them. It will touch them in a way that you might not think it will, but I promise you it will, So don't give up on your kindness. If you have a kind heart, you feel like nobody appreciates it, God sees it. It doesn't. Nobody else has to see it. God sees it, and that's He knows your heart. He knows your heart, and to be loved, to love and be loved. Who better by God Himself? you, I love nice and love somebody who is not nice. You want to punch them in the nose, want to wake them up and go, "What are you doing?" But God will bless you. God will bless you for that. We reach a whole lot of people in our Celebrate Recovery that they're lovable people, but because of their hurts, hang-ups, and habits, it makes them sometimes hard to love. But they're the ones that God's after.
Mm-hmm.
He wants us to show Him. We're doing a
Love the unlovable.
yeah, and we're doing a Bible study at Donette's house on Hosea and Gomer. She was definitely not lovable, but
Of course, guys, don't take that as an example.
no,
you
no,
don't have to marry a prostitute.
no. But
and
God
put up
told
with her cheating on you.
no. But it's a wonderful story of God's mercy and grace.
Right.
No, that's just an
It's
example.
an example of
It is.
of redeemed.
Of redeemed.
Of the redemption. She was redeemed.
She was.
She had sold herself into prostitution and slavery, and he bought her back.
He did.
Yes.
And that's
Billy's bought back boat. I have a track.
Oh, really?
About redemption. It's
I've
called
not
Billy's
seen that.
bought back boat.
Bought back boat.
But anyway, one of the things I'd like to do is send out a message to Jesus and Heather, if I could.
Please.
Is that okay?
Please.
Well, one of the things is that marriage is about leaving and cleaving, and leaving your family behind and cleaving to your spouse, and your world is that circle. Think of a circle with only you and Jesus in it, and maintain that circle, and don't let anybody in that circle.
That's right.
And then, want you to know the to let the audience know. I didn't know this, and they probably Heather and Jesus didn't either. They live in Las Vegas, Clark County, but they have a money racket in Clark County where you have to be ordained in Clark County to marry them, and their pastor isn't ordained in Clark County, so they had to get married at the Justice of the Peace,
Yeah.
which is fine. I mean, it's still legal. I mean, we talked about the terms of marriage. What?
Is that okay if I wanted to show them Heather and Jesus' wedding pictures they sent me?
Well, then we don't have those permissions, so.
Oh, okay. No, we don't have their permission.
So
she'd say yes.
I know, but until we do.
Another time.
But we've talked about how that really you don't Rebecca and Isaac, she lit off a camel, had her a good smoke, and then he put a ring on her finger. I don't know why he would marry a smoker, but he put a ring on her finger, and then they were married.
Yeah.
And so it's not about the ceremony,
no,
or who marries you, or the license,
or if you have a big fancy dress,
or anything like that.
No.
And so. Some people want to have a quiet, intimate affair. My sister did. She got married in 1986, and there was just her and the preacher and a couple of witnesses.
There you go.
But the church heard about it and had a reception. But
that's what's happening to Jesus.
And that's what's happening to Jesus and Heather.
Yeah.
But one of the things is it's about the Heather, it's your day.
It's your day, Heather.
Whatever you want, that it's your day, and so hopefully you did what that you wanted to do.
Yes.
And got married the way that you wanted to. And,
it was beautiful.
And whatever you decide is important, not anybody else. And that's why I talked about leave and cleave, is because it doesn't matter what me and LaRonda, your parents think, or it matters about you. Which
that's right.
As long as you're happy, I don't care.
We're happy as long as you're happy. That's right.
Yes. And so be good to her, Jesus.
Yes, be good.
I've already told you that she's all the way out there, and and needs you to protect her and take care of her. So.
I think he already is.
And so hopefully he has been all along.
He's so sweet.
I think he is.
We love you, Jesus.
Yes.
Thank you for being good to Heather. Yeah.
So that concludes our podcast tonight. If you want to ask questions or make comments, we'll address those the next podcast. Sorry if you missed the live shoot this time, but we'll be glad to address those questions in the next one. If you want to comment down in the bottom,
yes,
comment, share to your social media sites. LaRonda has Facebook, but I don't have Facebook. So if you could share to your social media where I've decided that I wanted to get off social media. If you're going to stay on social media, that's your business. I've always encouraged people to get off because you're shadow banned and nobody sees what you post anyway. So I don't know why in the world you're on there. That's why I'm off there. But if you're on there, at least you could do is get share this and let it be shadow banned.
and hit the ring. The bell.
Yes, the notification. So if you want to know when we're live, so you can harass us and ask questions while we're here. Ask LaRonda questions she doesn't know the answer to.
True.
And then I'll come to her rescue and tell you what what that obscure Greek word means. But anyway, that you thought you came up with.
Oh my, that's so funny.
But anyway, then we have. We've talked about comment. Subscribe. We went down and we went back up one today.
We did.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we ticked somebody off from last night with our
my men and women thing
with our traditional marriage.
Oh no, it's just tradition. Everybody do their own thing. That's just me.
Maybe, but anyway, we lost one. We picked up one in the last 24 hours. So. But I do appreciate. We have picked up, since I began going through the Bible. I finish up Mark tonight.
Please listen! It's so good. It's so interesting.
So I got Matthew, and then after tonight, Lord willing, nothing happens between now and then. We'll have Matthew and Mark through the Bible verse by verse, and it would help you. I know Brittany was going through 15 last night, and she was saying that she didn't understand why there was different viewpoints for different things.
Right.
Mark talks about Simon being made to carry the cross, and she
they made him.
And we always think of Jesus carrying his own cross, so we have to bear.
He did most of the time.
Yeah, we had to bear our own cross, but my point is that's once you're on the cross, and so, listening to go through verse by verse helps you to understand some.
Really
of those
does.
things. And
I listen to him every single night.
And then you start, even me, just reading through. There's things in there that I didn't realize, but so. Since I said that to say, since I'd started going through Matthew, in how many chapters in Matthew and now Mark, we picked up, 40, 50, 60, 33.
33
subscribers.
Yay, praise God.
In that period of time. And so I appreciate that. I thought it would just be our Celebrate Recovery crowd, and that's about 15 or 20 that we would pick up, that we picked up twice that. So
that's great.
So yes.
Yeah, we would love that. We love doing what we do. So like he said, subscribe, like, share, hit the little ding dong bell. Ding ding ding.
I'm just gonna let you do that from now on. Okay.
Ding ding
it's
ding.
So much cuter whenever you do it, I guess.
Do we need to sing Warrants Welk?
Yes. Are you ready?
Yep, ready.
Oh, I'm gonna turn down.
Good night, sleep tight, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that every dream comes true. And now till we meet again. I love that. We love you all.
Good night to you and yours.
Transferry half-hour show.
Let's see.
I love when he goes,